Well, I mean, we would love to have her, but like. That's what we do.
No problem. Oh, you're good. Appreciate it, thank you.
Nope. You can,
Or is that gonna hit you in the face?
let me just, focus.
You ready for me?
Yeah, so
All right.
Coach will make an opening statement. He's joined by Troy Simons, Danny Pippin, and Kalen Bennett. And then after Coach's statement, we'll open up questions for players.
Well, let's say that it was obviously good to start the season with a win. Certainly wasn't the first half of the game, wasn't great. Second half, I thought we played more towards the level that we'd like to play at throughout the rest of the season. So good first game, jitters, getting them out of the way. That's why we play these games like this. And hopefully moving forward, we'll continue to compete, play for each other, more like the way we did the last 26, 27 minutes. Obviously, I know that there's going to be some questions regarding Kalen. I know that's a reason why there's a lot of people here tonight. I do want to start with questions about the game, if possible, for all three of these guys, and then if there's any questions with Kalen or myself afterwards, certainly happy to answer everything that anybody might have.
Well, like far as my knees, I just been taking it day by day. Like a lot of treatment. And, like we set up like a regime, like far as practice and stuff, like to help my knees. And actually, my knees feel a lot better. Like they've been getting a lot better over time. The coach has been helping me a lot with that. And like they put me in a position to be prepared for the day. Like I had a couple injuries that I wasn't expecting to have, but I mean I feel good. Like today, I felt good out there. I caught a cramp, but there's nothing wrong with my knees, As you can see, I was jumping everywhere as I usually be,
How'd it feel just to be back out there after missing all that?
Man, I loved it for real. I loved it. I had my whole family there. It was a great atmosphere. I ain't played in the college basketball game in 17 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I loved it. I was happy. Didn't get no sleep last night.
Troy, after your early struggles, what was it like to come out in the second half? I think you had like 10 points in 90 seconds. I mean, what was that like?
My teammates just told me to keep shooting. They told me they was gonna fall eventually. Just keep shooting. Don't think about the last shot. Basically, they was finding me when I was open.
Or can you just talk about the situation?
Yeah. All if you think about all these guys, Troy sat out last year, Danny sat out last year. This is Kalen's first game in college. So, a lot of guys here tonight, and I know I often get asked, like, well, why did you open with Hiram as opposed to, next week we play back-to-back road games against two really, really good opponents. And some of that's to try to get these jitters out because we don't play an exhibition game. We play in front of fans once, and I have a lot of guys who are in new roles. I mean, across the board, really. And if you look up and down the roster of who played tonight, the three guys here are all new. The Boom Man, in a completely different role than where he was last year. Antonio, completely different role. Phil, completely different role. Nobody knew who he was last year, right? So a lot of these guys, to get them acclimated, I thought this game was important. You can tell by how we started the game. We were anxious and we're not playing to character. And then I thought as the game progressed, you saw us loosen up a little bit and play more the way we expect to play. Troy's second half significantly better than the first half. Danny's energy was great all along, and then it was good to be able to experience and get in the game. As I told him, the jump shot has to go if he wants to play meaningful minutes. So he'll work on that in practice. That's got to go. But I'm happy for him and proud of him and happy that we were able to get everybody some playing time. He scored his first college basket, which is great as well. Yeah.
Today and 10 assists. Kind of talk about his play and kind of is that what we should expect for the rest of the year?
Well, yeah, the end of the first half, he had 4 of our 5 assists in the first half. most of those coming at the end of the first half, which is when we went from, we were down, and then we built up a 9-point lead at halftime. A lot having to do with his energy. Still some plays that he's got to make physicality-wise that he's got to get better at. There was a couple loose balls that again, I know this, all good point guards come up with them. He's got to come up with them. There was a couple of them throughout the game. But again, first college game for him to have 10 assists off the bench. He hadn't practiced much because he had a broken hand in the preseason. A good start for him. And again, as we move forward, the competition level steps up, and he's going to have to make some of those plays. But the energy that he brought to the team and his unselfishness in how he played is definitely what you can expect and everybody can expect out of him moving forward.
You mentioned the broken hand, Coach. Would you say he's back at about 100%?
Yeah, better. Yeah, the hand's either broken or not. It's not broken, right? So he's got to make. There's plays that I thought he didn't go at as hard as he should, but he needs to go at those plays and play fearlessly and recklessly, and play the way he's capable of playing. Which again, for his first college game, I thought he did very well in the minutes that he played, and I thought he certainly, in my opinion, he really sparked us at the end of the first half. 10 assists. I don't know. You'll have to look that up, Megan. Not many freshmen have had that. Certainly not in their first college game. So it's a good start for him.
Philip Whittington, 1 for 8 today.
Yeah, he struggled, and we'll need Phil to play much better moving forward. He's got to have a short memory. He's a really good player, but tonight he struggled finishing on top of the rim. But and the 2 fouls that he picked up really hurt him in terms of playing in rhythm in the first half. But he's a proven player who, the guys on the roster have tremendous amount of belief in him. So I know they're going to do a great job, making sure he maintains his confidence, and then he's got to produce in the next. I haven't looked beyond the next 2 games, but I know these next 2 games, Phil's going to have to play well for us to have a chance to win.
One more on Danny. He plays 18 minutes in the first half. He didn't exactly end up getting brought along slowly.
No. I told him, though, that once he's playing, right? And then when I saw him cramp up in the second half, he went back in, which was good. I wanted to see that he could play. And then once the lead was the way it was, there was no reason for any of these guys. Once, Antonio Williams played 29 minutes, which, was the most, but night as possible to get the jitters out, and then to have some film to be able to show these guys what you need to do to help us moving forward.
At 18 minutes, how'd you feel? That was.
I felt good for real.
He never wants to come out. He doesn't. Yeah. He never wants to come out. So it was good to see that he was able to do that, because I thought he sustained effort for the majority of that time, which was good.
Do you have any more questions for Troy or Danny?
All right, go fire away. I know you got questions for Kaylin, so let's get Kaylin whatever we need.
Congratulations.
Coach,
what
would
did
you
that
mind
feel
sliding
like?
those microphones over a bit, just so we can hear a bit better?
Thanks,
Okay,
Coach.
favorite star.
Caitlin, congratulations. What did that feel like, and what was it like for you to see your mother watching you right there in the center court as well?
This game was a lot of fun, being able to, display all the hard work we put in from when we first got here to now, and for my mom to see it was really big for me to let her know that, hey, everything that you've done is not in vain, and it's just been a good feeling.
You are a role model to not only athletes, but a lot of people that are in advocates for people with autism. What do you have to say about the impact that you're making and the difference that you're making not only in athletics, but in the world in the discussion about autism?
I'm just one person, but I think that from now on, like I said like a couple of days ago, from now on, everything I do, every step I take, I have to make sure it's with order and it's with resolve. So I have to pay attention to what I do from now on, and it's good to know that people look up to me, but the real thing is everybody's capable of doing whatever they want to do in life. So hopefully I create a thing where it's going to transcend to more kids that they believe in themselves first and foremost.
And what did Coach made a joke about that jump shot.
Yeah, that's gonna go.
That's gonna go?
That's gonna go.
Okay,
I'm
is
sorry.
that what he pulled you over to say to you?
Yep.
'Cause we saw that.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I should have never took that shot.
Okay. What is it like to have coach and teammates like this that are, I mean, it takes a village, and you're a freshman. I mean, that's huge. And to have such a support system, not only with your mother, but coach and teammates. What's that like?
My teammates are my brothers. They watch my back throughout the whole summer and to now, and they're gonna watch my back even when we play these next couple of games. And coach has been pushing me to be better than I am the day before. He expects me to pick up some stuff, like, remember stuff, be not just a freshman, but be somebody who can just get better day by day, show improvement. And that's why I want to achieve every day, just show consistent improvement with the jump shot. But, I know coach is going to do what he can to, coach us whatever he needs to do, because I know coach has our best interests at heart.
Kalen, with about 10 minutes left, the crowd was chanting, "We want Bennett." Did you hear that? And if you did, what was your reaction to that?
I didn't hear that at all. I was paying attention to what's going on in the court. I was cheering them on while they were on the floor, so I didn't really pay attention to what everybody was saying, hearing. I wasn't paying attention to the crowd at all. But for that to happen, that's a really good feeling. And the crowd was great tonight, and we got the dub. That's what matters.
What was your reaction to be able to ring the bell after the game?
First of all, I didn't even know I was going to ring the bell. I thought it was going to be like Troy or DP, but they said for me to ring the bell. That was a really good feeling, exciting feeling. Hopefully it's not the last time, but hey, you never know.
Kalen, from when you committed to Kent State till now, what have you worked on to become a better basketball player, and what still do you have to work on to be where you want to be?
Getting in better shape. Just keep getting in better shape, keep losing weight, being more consistent, which is, obviously every day we have to work on being consistent with everything, but that getting in shape is first and foremost right now.
How did it feel when the ball went in the basket for the first time?
It was it was good. I mean, you never know. A lot of kids dreamed of getting their first college bucket like that. So for it to go in for me, I was really happy.
Kalen, it was pretty late in the game. I think it was during a timeout. Coach put his arm around you. You guys had a little conversation there for maybe half a minute. Do you recall what that conversation was about?
I do not recall that conversation. Do you recall the conversation?
I think that was after he shot a jump shot.
Yeah, that was after I shot the jump shot?
That was not a conversation.
That was not a conversation.
No, that was a yelling at. That's what that was.
It's possible.
You gotta be a shooter.
Now, what are you majoring in? I should ask that.
Communication studies.
I mean, everybody else gets yelled at. Does it feel good that you can get yelled at once?
Yeah, it's good to get yelled at. You don't want him not saying nothing to you. So I mean, as long as he's saying something to you that makes you feel good as a player. The last thing you want is for him to not say nothing to you at all.
Anything else for these guys? And then if there's any questions for me, I'll take them. You want to let these guys go, or anything else for these guys? Okay.
You guys can go. Thank you.
All right, fellas. Anything else for me?
Just real quick about you, him getting his first basket. What does that mean to you personally?
You know what? I would sit here and a year ago I wouldn't have even thought twice about it, because when we signed Kalen, I didn't realize what exactly was happening in terms of a bigger picture. So I'm a parent, right, and a coach. So to see that and know that all of this, the impact that this has had on a lot of people, I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't mean something to me. It does. So I was really happy that he was able to score his first basket. That he was able to get, that he was able to get in the game. And I'm also glad that he did something that I can try to coach him to not do, because that's all part of improving as a player. is trying to figure out what you can do and what you can't do and sticking to your strengths. So, you know, it is a good moment. I'm not going to pretend it's not. I feel really happy and proud for him and glad to be a part of it because I know it means so much to so many people.
Any more questions? Awesome.
Great. Thank you, guys.